Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about props. I love props in my practice. I never know what each day is going to bring. Some days I feel great, sometimes I feel tight. So I love having the extra assistance of them. I can use them to advance my practice, modify my practice in case I'm feeling really tight or maybe I have an injury. So we're going to be talking about those things you might want to invest in. Invest in good quality blocks, making sure they're the wider ones. There's a few that are thinner. I prefer the wider ones. I just feel more stable on them. 2 is always a great number. Straps. Yeah, you can use a blanket, a towel, a tie, as you hear on many other videos. But investing in a good quality strap knows it's going to be around a while. It's going to give you the support you need, and you're going to have that buckle that you might need in other postures as you advance your practice. Other things that are good to have that you don't really necessarily need to have something store-bought, but a pillow to prop your hips up under, maybe a blanket. A lot of times people go for the Mexican blankets. You might see these at studios around. Those are good. If you don't have that, a towel will do. Or a lot of times people have some mats that go on top of their mat as they get sticky or slippery. This will help you stick to your mat as you start to sweat. You can use them and not. Most importantly though, you do need a mat. So get a good quality one. There's a lot of exercise mats out there like Nike or Reebok. They're not really made for yoga. Get a good quality mat that's made from a yoga brand. I enjoy mine. I like my 2 Verse colors. You notice I do enjoy purple. So we'll get on to talking about those straps, or to those blocks. So blocks here are great for modifying your practice. You can bring basically the floor to you. So if I were, say, in a forward fold and I couldn't quite reach the floor, I have these blocks so I can keep that nice length in the spine. I can keep my legs straight, but I have a little bit of support as I'm building the strength. I can also use it on my lunges in case the floor is a little too low so I can keep that chest up. So anytime you feel like the floor is too far away from you, you can always use these blocks. You can always use them in triangle. I use them quite a bit because I have some hip issues, so I'm here. And you can just play around with those. For advancing your practice, maybe you want to go a little deeper in your forward folds. I'm not so warm right now. But you can take that block, place it around the feet, and then as you get more into your posture and you want to go a little bit deeper and longer, you can place those hands around the block. Ways that you can use your strap. Maybe you're doing a bind, maybe your class is going into cow pose with the arms, and you can't quite reach. Taking that strap and bring it behind and just holding on to that and eventually breathing and taking the hands closer. Another way is when you're using this to stretch your arms. It's a great stretch release for the arms here or in any other binds. Another way that I like to use the strap is when I am doing forward folds. Maybe I'm a little tighter, I want to keep my back straight, but I want to make sure that those toes are really engaged and pressing into something. So always press around the ball of the foot. Pressing into it, shoulders draw back, heart comes forward as you're using those straps. So letting the shoulders stay relaxed and just letting the work come from the legs and the belly. Great one is when you're laying on your back. Those toes seem really far away. Maybe you can reach your toes and you're fine, but maybe it puts a little strain in your shoulder. So taking that strap once again, placing it on the ball of the foot, and then just let that strap be an extension of your arm. So you're able to relax your shoulder, and then you're able to push into that strap as you start to lengthen that hamstring. So it just gives you a little bit more support. So just breathing with those. Great ways to use those straps. Great ways to use the blocks. Blankets come in very handy. Pillows come in handy for when you want to sit comfortably, whether it be a meditative state. You just bring it under those sit bones. Maybe you're sitting for forward folds and your hips are tight. You can use that to prop up your hips to allow the hips to draw forward. So whatever you are doing in your practice, knowing it's okay to use props. Props are there for you to help to assist your practice. It doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you can't do things. I had that for a very long time, that feeling of myself of, oh, if I use a prop, maybe I'm not a good enough yogi. It just means that you're doing what's best for your body. So I highly recommend using props. Have them available every practice. I might use them some days in the videos, I might not. But always have them accessible to you so you're doing what's right for your body. Thanks for joining in. Namaste. And as always, drink lots of water, eat your veggies, and wear sunblock.